Good evening. I promised you I'd be back. It's your baby boomer, Kitty Lane, from the Peninsula in Virginia, and welcome once again to Create and Relate. Like I said, I promised you I'd be back. Y'all should know by now I'm a woman of my word. So, the one thing I did not tell you about the dress that I frock is that I had planned to redo it. Well, I did tell you that, but I didn't tell you exactly how I was going to enhance it. I guess that's the best way to say it. So, I decided to give myself this type of neckline. I wanted something to separate it from the dress. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. I am really loving this design, and I can see me having a lot of tops and dresses, different colors, different fabrics. I see this because this is like really my style. Some I will make the neckline will pretty much be the same in all of them. I don't like things close up around my neck, so I can see them being either this size or just a tad smaller. I will widen it out so that I'll have shoulder coverings, not one for a lot of sleeves either. Y'all, I was born in December, okay? Sorry about that, I dropped my hook. My mother brought me home from the hospital in a t-shirt and a diaper. And there was snow on the ground. My favorite time of year is winter. I love snow. I get cold. I do get cold, but not like most people. I guess that's the safest way to say it. But yes, I am really loving. I love the way this works up. I love the style. There were two shawls that I did that I really loved, and that was the moss stitch and the one that's lattice spray, which was the half double crochet chain. Those two I really I liked how they felt. If you start in past tense, leave it in past tense. Okay. There you go. So I enjoyed the way they felt. I enjoyed the speed in which they worked up. And this right here, and I mean seriously, I've been doing other things. I had to make sure that my bag was properly packed, which I don't even know where I put the daggone bag. Oh. When I go, I pack light. I'm letting you know now. When I go, I pack light. I can't carry my yarn, my crocheting, not so light. I got all of the shawls folded and in their proper bags. I have the hats that I'm carrying. I have another bag behind me that I'm really going to switch it out because it's in the bag that's peeling. So I have yarn in the black and white bag over here. I'm going to switch it out with that one behind me. Excuse me. So after I switch it out, that'll be a sturdier bag, and that's going to have like my other hats and the ear warmers and why do I always mess up on the name of that? And it's so simple. I make so many of them. Scrunchies. Scrunchy, scrunchy, scrunchy. Scrunchies. So, all of that is going to be carried to sale, of course. And then I can stop doing this. I'll finally have my head above water. Yep, I can stop swimming for the surface. I will be bobbing. Yes, but all you creators, I have to thank you all. I really, really, really do, because you all have made this journey a pleasant one for me. I'm not going to say that I was sheltered, because the internet was there. And when I happened to find out that, when I found out that I could go to the internet to learn more, I did not do myself justice. I should have looked further in a lot sooner. I think it was like 2011 when I really started looking to the internet for broadening my range in crocheting. And that was when I ran across Mikey and the crochet crowd. And that was when I did that really hideous blanket. The blanket itself was gorgeous. I tell you that to this day. What was hideous was my arrangement of colors. Even the colors that I had were nice, but I just didn't put them together well. You can't, if I still have it, when I get back I can show you the colors. I made a belt for Halloween in those colors. And the way I made the belt, it's like absolutely gorgeous. It's a really neat accessory, especially a Halloween accessory. But when I put it together in that blanket, I did not do it right. No, I didn't. Oh, excuse me. I don't know if that sleeping pill is time release. Because it was right at midnight when I took it last night. And I haven't taken one for tonight yet. I told myself I was going to take it about 10 minutes to 12. And as of right now, it is 11:15. So I got about 35 minutes. But yes, I found Mikey and I followed him and I made that blanket. I need to look it up so that I can stop saying that blanket, that blanket, that blanket. But I enjoyed that crochet along. I really, really did. It opened my doors to, I'm not going to say a lot of different stitches, but a lot of different stitch combinations is the best way to say it. There's a stitch I created some years ago that I called the mermaid stitch. I was actually making mermaid tails for the granddaughters of a coworker. I am so sorry. And we were on our way to Rhode Island. It was a road trip. And I was just dallying around with the yarn and I created this stitch. And it was absolutely beautiful. It really was. And of course, like I always do, I put my work down. picked it up. Excuse me. I put my work down and I actually went to sleep. Oompa, I think Oompa was just a year old, so this had to be in 2016. And yeah, it was in, no. It was actually in May of 2017. She was a year old, but yeah, it was in 2017. And when we got to Rhode Island, Mom had a series of meetings to go to. She was very active in duck pin bowling, and even when she couldn't bowl anymore, she was on the board. And she went to her meeting, and Oompa and I decided that we were going to lay down and take a nap. And when I woke up, I forgot all about them stitches. I did, and I have to be honest and tell you that I have not tried to replicate them since. I have not. I did, however, take a picture of it. I don't know where it is. I've not been able to find a lot of pictures on my phone. I messed up when I got Google Drive the first time, because in automatically backing up my photos, it kind of sent my photos off into La La Land somewhere, and I'm having trouble finding them. So my wings wanted to say hi. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. That tickled me. That tickled me just a little bit. Okay. Whew. Calm down. Ooh, woo. Okay. I have it together now. But sorry, y'all. I had to look away for a second just to. I am so sorry. That tickled me though. But yeah, the Google Drive kind of sent my pictures off in the La La Land, and there was some very, 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 like, I got a little discouraged at one point because I would take pictures of everything that I did. I had an order one time to do 100 hats for one individual. He prepaid for them, and I took a picture of each individual hat, and then I realized after I did it, I did 100 hats, 4 different styles, and what I should have done was take one picture of each style, because what I ended up doing was making a collage of those. And he was a former professional Oakland Raiders player. He was the defensive tackle for the Oakland Raiders. Number 60, Mr. Otis Sistrunk. And he was a sweetheart. He really was. He and my mom went out a few times, and it was nice. He was a really pleasant person. He was a really pleasant person. He really was. Yeah. At any rate, I used to take pictures of everything that I did. And I created albums for different types of pictures. Excuse me. My crocheting, my grandkids, my kids, my so-called kids, my co-workers. I used to do what I call table art. Whenever we would go out to restaurants, I would take all of our whatever was left on the table and I'd pile it up into something unique looking. Like the cups would sit in each other, and I'd put like a paper towel or napkin in it, kind of fluff it around to look like a flower or the petals of a flower. Put the silverware in the middle, sit at the top of the plates. If there was any residue on the plates, I'd make sure it was positioned so that it looked like different flowers or something painted on the plates. And then I'd take a picture of it. And I had an album for that. I don't know where that album is. It's somewhere out there. I have no idea where it is. I used to do a lot of hair. I used to braid hair a lot. I had gobs of photos, pictures. They went bye-bye too. But that's what happens when you start dealing with the internet. I have photos of my hair journey. At one point, I was bald. I was. 2 different points in my life. Yeah. The second time was probably 3 different times. 2 different times, 3 different times, 3. Once was in 1990, I want to say 94. I asked my son, then my daughter, if they felt comfortable running the clippers through my hair. My hair wasn't quite as long then as it is now. And both of them said no, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. So I took the clippers and cut it myself. I did. And then in 2009, when I was misdiagnosed with cancer and had started going through chemo and everything, I had lost a band of hair. It looked like I was wearing a headband. My hair broke off down to the new growth because I used to wear perms a lot. Went to the salon and I asked the young lady, she asked me what kind of style I wanted. And I said, cut it off. And she says, no. So I picked up her clippers and went straight down the middle. I said, now you got to. She busted me the whole while she was cutting my hair. And then I went to the store and bought a wig. And when I went back to the house, Mama didn't see any difference in my hair because my hair was a little bit shorter than it is now. And my mom saw the wig, which was cut and curled in like a bob. And she didn't even know that that was not my hair. She was sitting at the computer desk, and while she's sitting there playing Zuma on the computer, I just pulled the wig off, and she turned around and looked at me. Her dentures fell. Everything. She was just like... So I explained to her that I bought the wig so that I wouldn't shock people at work. My mama looked at me, she said, why are you wasting your time? Why did you waste your money? And I was like, I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to wear it to work. She said, Kathy, as soon as you get hot, and that'll probably be as soon as you walk out the door. She knew me so well. You're going to take that thing off your head. And lo and behold, I was standing there ringing up customers. I was an assistant manager at 7-Eleven. And I'm standing here just ringing up customers. Because it was a busy time of day. We running back and forth to the grill, to the oven. And I was like, whew. And just laid the wig on the counter. I declare, everything in the store stopped. And I just gave them one of my confused puppy looks. I was like, what's wrong? Oh boy, people were mad, people were confused, but everybody kept saying, oh, but you don't look bad with your haircut. No, because I got the right shape head. That's why I always wear ponytails, so you can see the shape of my head, how nice and round it is. And it's big, because I got a lot of knowledge. But, but I'm not a know-it-all. Not me. But yeah, that I had those pictures as well, and I have since deleted one of my Facebook pages that had all those photos on it. So I guess when the cloud decides to rain those photos back into my phone, I will have photos. And I can show y'all my hair journey. My philosophy is this. It's hair. It'll grow back. If it doesn't, wasn't meant to be there anyway. I might be preempting y'all. You don't know. I keep telling my daughter I'm going to cut my hair. It's hard for me to manage my hair now. My hair is, when I use the flat irons, and I think I posted a picture of it once. And that was with curls. And it's almost between my shoulder blades. That's too much. The plait does it justice. And I keep the plait up high. Because if the plait was down here, it would be hanging. And that's hair on my neck. Hair on my neck. Hair on my neck. I can't stand the hair on my neck. I be looking at it. Like, what the heck? The hair on my neck. The hair on my neck. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. I'm just like a child fighting sleep. I'm like, ooh, how did it get way down there? But I shall finish this road before I go to bed. Ooh. Okay. How many of you all saw or remember A Charlie Brown Christmas? Ooh. And the Linus dance. Oh boy. I need to find some of those shows and watch them. That's what I do. I've been making reference to a lot of the old children's shows here lately. You know what I want to see? And I'm mad that it did not come out in July on a free channel or one that we already paid for. And that's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I want to see both of them. I want to see Dr. Seuss's version, and I want to see, was it Disney or Pixar? Who did? I think it was Disney, wasn't it? Wasn't it Disney that did the one where Anthony Hopkins is the narrator and Jim Carrey is the Grinch? I can look like Cindy Lou Who, y'all. Want to see? I am so glad I'm crocheting right now. I think I'd be booted if I wasn't. Oh boy, just goofy and sleepy, y'all. Goofy and sleepy. And you know, now that I think about it, I want to frog this and do something that I just thought about. I started out in half double crochet because I didn't want my neckline to be too big, and I used it just to kind of give myself a gauge. But being that I'm going to be making so many of these, I can do that in the next one. And then when I started, I connected the armpits differently than what was taught in the tutorial. This is following a tutorial by Jennifer of Cinnamon Stitches. So, and she tells you, do what you got to do so it'll fit you, boo. She doesn't say it in those words, but essentially that's what she's saying. So, the way she taught it was to, when you do your neckline, she teaches you how to mark it off, and then you crochet where it's marked off. Say this was the area that I marked off, which this is considerably smaller than what was taught, and you just crochet back and forth. I know for her it took 14 rows. When I did it the first time, it took me 16. I'm a big girl. And same thing in the front. And then you crochet those sides together. By that time, it's where they would meet under here. But I guess you see me holding it up that okay, Chris is going to be on in 30 minutes. I guess you see with me holding it up that this does not meet this. Those two don't meet each other. What I did, because I made such a large neck area, and I don't like anything too tight around me. Show you what I mean. And I like the tight, like tank top back. Come on, y'all, cooperate. That's why I had to keep frogging it, because I wanted to connect this without having to crochet this down so far. I'm kind of I'm increasing as I go, moderately increasing. I'm not going to majorly increase until I get past my girls. Once I get past my girls, then it's really going to flare. That's when I'm going to give it that yeah. But this and you saw how it went on. It goes on so smooth. Also, once I cover the girls, I am going to it's going to be a colorful dress, y'all. It is. I'm getting rid of some of this. It's mine. It's my dress. It's my dress, and I do what I wanna. Do what I wanna. Do what I want. Or. See, that's why I don't need to be up so late at night. Because I keep thinking of stuff. Yo, but for real, I love colors. I love colors. And I'm looking at the Skittles in my hand. And I am really tasting the rainbow. And I know in my cart, I have some more rainbow. So what I might do, the next dress and rainbow, just saying, and just leave this one like this because I've still got enough black left. This isn't all I have. I got a little bit more. And y'all know I have the green. So this is gonna the same 3 colors that are here are going to go around the bottom edge of this dress. It's going to be a dress. I'm not taking that away. And what I might do is experiment with putting elastic in it to give it a waistline. I kind of want to do that. The other part of me doesn't want to do that. If I do the waistline, it's gonna be a high waistline because I don't want to accentuate the falupa. Yeah, I'm not trying to accentuate it at all. So I just wanted you to see I have not gotten back to where I was. Close though. Yeah, I'm getting there. If I decide to stay up until 1, I might get there. I mean, because it's double crochet. Come on. And what I plan to do on the next one, which is what I was getting around to anyway. 1 row half double crochet, 1 row double crochet. After I pass the neckline. The neckline for right now until I feel more comfortable. I don't know. Because I did say I was going to make some with the wider shoulders. So that might be an option, y'all. We might make that happen. Yep, make the neckline just a little bit smaller. Let it flare out over the shoulders. Yeah. That might work. That just might work. Why? Because it's fabulous. And I think it's cute. See, I told you. Yep, that was a little bit of the Grinch and a little bit of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I had an idea earlier today that I would love to share with you all. And just tell me if you like that idea or not. It's kind of like yarn swapping, but it's not yarn swapping. If everybody participates, what you do is create an item, no matter what it is, and you send it to someone. And without a pattern, just looking at it, they'd have to recreate that item. Kind of like a bake-off. I mean, there's no prize or anything, just gratification. Gratification and experience. You know, I think we have to be mindful of I know we'd have to be mindful of those who, well, no, because once they make it, they can sell it. I mean, I wouldn't, send anything that you own copyrights to. I don't own copyrights to any of mine. You see it, you like it, you want to do it, by all means. This world's too big for me to try to hold on to all that goodness by myself. That's selfish. But at the same time, I respect others who don't want their ideas taken. But on the flip side of that, you know that there is nothing new under the sun. So just like I said, I created that mermaid stitch, and there was another, like a flag stitch that I did. You even saw that in one of the shawls, but it's so close to the bean stitch. It's very close to the bean stitch, but it differs. There is a variation in it. And I was sitting on the front porch one day just piddling with the yarn. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, please. And came up with it. But the only thing with that one, I sat there and did that stitch all day long. And when I got in the house, I slept with what I was making. So when I got up the next day, it was right there. And I know how to do that one. I don't have to look for pictures to see how I did that. I got that one. Yeah, I'm sleeping. I'm silly. I'm itching. And I'm not really itching. It's just the habit to I find myself rubbing this a lot. That's my scar from my pacemaker defibrillator. And I find myself rubbing it a lot. But yeah, tell me how you feel about that idea. Just make something and pass it along to, kind of find out what they do, and maybe it's something that'll take them out of their comfort zone, or excuse me, say if we got a circle of about 10 people together, maybe 10 or more, and we could make a blanket. And I say if we had 10 people and this blanket is 200 rows of single crochet or mouse stitch. I do my 10 rows, I pack it up, send it to the next person, they do their 10 rows. And say if we did it where it's not color constricted, the next person just adds whatever, kind of like the run-on sentence type thing. If one person says a word, the next person says a word until you build something. We could build a blanket like that, y'all. And then, we determine how many people are going to do this, and we go until it ends up back at the person who started that particular project and do a giveaway. Ouch. Still having trouble with that sore. The doctor gave me antiseptic to keep on it. Yeah. And every now and then, excuse me, I can feel like something is pulling the skin. I know that's part of the healing process. I get that, but does it have to hurt? Come on, y'all. Thank you. I had considered incorporating these into this. And what I was going to do is wait till I got close to a color that was comparable to those and just kind of drop them in, but nah, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. Y'all, I'm so sleepy, it's ridiculous. But I'm getting ready to go ahead and get this bottle of water. Take these 2 pills. And jump up there in my bed. And yes, that's what, y'all, if y'all ever saw me getting in my bed, you would laugh at me so hard. I have to stand beside my bed and lay the upper part of my body on the bed, and then roll into bed because it's so tall. I'm 5'3". I don't know what the height is of that bed, but it's taller than half of me. Ooh, boy. I'm sorry. Ooh. Yeah. It's time. Y'all, this has been lovely. It's been wonderful. It's been absolutely amazing. I do appreciate you spending your time with me. I appreciate you laughing with me, crying with me. I appreciate all the love that you send my way. So, I appreciate it. And then to have 68 subscribers. 68. I wanted to finish out the month with 50. And we actually finished out the month with 67. And then of course, in opening my camera, I noticed that we were at 68. Yay! Go create and relate. Should have been finished with this rope, but I was talking, I was entertaining my family. Oh, excuse me, please. I bought a video before you a few nights ago, and in the editing I chopped off half the video. If you look in my description box, you will see that my plans with 10% just 10% of what I get. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, 60%. I know I was saying 60%, but I forgot what I was saying it for. I keep trying to jog my memory, but it's not working. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I went real deep for that one. Couldn't pull it out. So, on the truck ride down to Carolina, my daughter has a Pathfinder. This is what I'm wearing. These are my capris. And that is my tank top. And I have the underclothes and everything, but like I said, everything I had was together. The only other thing I have today, I got my sleep clothes in there, I got the underwear changes in there. I did want to put a beat around dress in it because I don't want to go to breakfast at the hotel office breakfast in my pajamas. So that might be the only other thing I grab. But other than that, the only other thing I need is a pair of pants for Saturday, because we get our shirts when we go on Friday night. And we're supposed to wear our family reunion shirts. I got 2 shirts. Well, I'll tape one down there, and I'll be bringing 2 back. The one I tape down there is the oldest one that I have. This is what we do every year when we arrive on Friday. We wear the oldest shirt that we have. I think that's kind of unfair to the babies, though, because they have shirts from the years that they were born that they obviously cannot wear anymore. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get off of here. But seriously, let me know what you think about that idea. Everybody, either send an item to the next person and they do the best they can to recreate it with no pattern, no directions, nothing. I think that would be fascinating. And then the other part, the other side of that is if everybody gets together, puts in on a single project. Like I said, if we have 10 people and it's a blanket done 200 rows high, each person has 20 rows to do. Yeah. I think those 2 projects will be fun. Let me know what you think and let me know if you'd be willing to participate. Okay? Okay, Linda. Okay, Linda. You already my grandson said that to my granddaughter. Okay, that's me. Okay. Listen. Oh, yes. I know that it's time for me to go to bed now. I'm starting to do the long blinks. And every time I do it, I see bear claws. I mean, real bear claws. When I turn and look right at it, there's nothing there. Not even a shadow of what I thought I saw. See, almost. Almost, almost grabbed another idea from the kid in it. I can't pinpoint it now. It's probably one that I have to work out of my head before I bring it to you. Okay, y'all. Fishing for something else to say. Those are the only two ideas I can come up with right now. My head is usually swimming with ideas. And I literally cannot think of anything right now. Other than those two. But we'll see how those two work. Okay? I'm looking at you like I look at that reflection in the mirror. And then I'm going to say to that reflection, I love you. Now, the day that reflection says, I love you back, or I love you too, that's how y'all going to see me the next. I don't want the mirror talking to me, y'all. I don't want the mirror to. Oh, wow. But this is when I need to edit the end of it and jump it off. Oh, because I just had some silly football thoughts. Okay. That is another idea. Because it is coming up on football season. This is the month for preseason to begin. So, crochet something in your favorite team colors. Just the colors right now. Don't, nothing too fancy, but yeah. Well, there's 3 ideas that I've given you that we could possibly make work. I don't know what we would do with the, I don't know, maybe something that we can just add to our own decor. I don't know. I'm asleep, I'm biting cuticles. But let me know what you think in the comments. And please don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Pull your buddies in. We'll try a few more sessions while we get this dress done. You guys have a wonderful evening. Sleep well if you're not already sleeping. And for those who have to get up and go to work in the morning, I love you. I wish I was working too. I mean, on a 9-to-5, but yeah, I'm happy with where I am. I'm good. I'm in a good space. Like I said, I love you. And please remember, exercise, practice, self-love. All right? You guys have a good evening. Buenas noches.